Hi, my name is Mo Yang. Today I'm going to present my presentation about the wet market I designed throughout this semester. The children's site is located at the heart of Bandar Kajang along Jalan Mendaling and Sungai Langat. There are rows of heritage shop lots in front of the site. Behind there will be residential area. The site placement is so strategic that it connects all the major things in this area. For example, MRT station is right above it, Kajang Heritage Center is over here, the temple down here, and also Kajang famous Satay Putra is here as well. These places are just few meters away from the site, which is a great opportunity for my design. Speaking of Kajang, the one major thing people will pop up from their mind is satay, right? If your answer is the same thing, yes, Kajang is famous because of its delicious food that everyone can resist them. Therefore, people will come from far to Kajang to taste the food like chendol, chitong fan, satay, IBC, char siu fan, rice, chicken rice, lapchang, lapkai, and so on. However, there's always a problem to visit all the stores in one single trip. Problems like no parking, closing store, traffic jam while travel from one store to another is time consuming and less efficient. Therefore, Kajang food lover will find it difficult to come to Kajang to enjoy all the food there. So there goes my design idea, the Kajang Cruise. It combines a local wet market with Kajang food so that all of the famous food stores will gather here to sell their food. People that buy fresh food in market and also looking for good meal can come to this particular building to enjoy the Kajang food. Outside here will be small store that sell kueh mueh, traditional ice cream and stuff to attract people when coming in. It also become a stage during certain time when there's an event going on. When people coming in, they will first welcome by the Kajang's cruise sign over here, and beside there's a directory and some history of Kajang food information. And my design of the building is more to modern architecture, which I use material like glass and steel as structure by combining with green architecture. Making sure the vegetation blend in the wet market with natural feeling environment and shaded. This also changed the traditional image of wet market, which is hot, wet, dark, dirty, into a whole new version of modern market. The food stores are located at a higher level, which I want to separate the food area and market space for hygiene purposes. Another reason is upper floor has high air movement, which is more windy. The afternoon wind, which is the strongest blow from the river direction, it brings the aroma of food to the street along Jalan Mendaring as it reflects the high building. To achieve the dry and clean pathway, I made it higher compared to the lowest wet market, slightly lower dry market to prevent spill of water. I made the placement of grass on the pavement to absorb moisture of dew while moving from market to market. For views, people can clearly see one of the best view I love Kajang sign from this side. I also built a link bridge to link MRT to market and market to residential area because it's a good opportunity to attract people to come across the market, either it's to MRT or residential houses. For circulation, for circulation, people will come from this through entrance from on the Jalan Mendaling. So there's one way to drop off over here, and then they can choose to park here or to the main road. And the people come from here, they can drop off the people here and then cross the zebra crossing and then to parking or to the main road. For loading bay, the lorry come from the bigger road and then to the loading bay behind and then load their stuff on the platform here. So about the design process, I make the platform slightly higher than the ground level to create different depths and create this different spaces. Second of all, I removed the underbuilding to create a basement for the parking to achieve the higher parking and larger outdoor space. And also I create a market space, like I said over here the different depth of market, and then I also add a roofing and green shaded design to make like green architecture. You wonder why I designed the shape like this? Is actually want to reflect the opposite building. The highest at the top, and then the second is over here, and then the lowest over here. Is reflecting the building like the highest, and then the second and the lowest here. It actually can fit well if you see it right. So these are the elevation and the interior space and the exterior. Looking at the sunset view of the building, making me want to abroad a cruise, travel on the main river of Kajang, Sungai Langat, taking me back to the good old times while eating my favorite food, satay. That's why I named it the Kajang Cruise. Thank you.